Hey Capricorn, how are you? This is your love reading for March of 2025. I hope that you enjoyed your weekend. I'm very sad it's over. It always goes by so fast. I really believe we should have a 3-day weekend and only work 4 days. I hope that one day in the future we'll adapt that. But let me shuffle and let me focus on Capricorn, March 2025. What's gonna be happening, Spirit, for Capricorn? Well, that was a lot. That was a lot. All right. Capricorn. And I'm shuffling on camera just to help you connect with the cards. Some of them I shuffle on camera. It will probably take me too long to do all. Capricorn, March 2025. All right. Capricorn, March. And at the end, I'm also going to pull a card for advice for you. All right. So since this is a general reading, remember that you got to take what fits, leave the rest. Some of that energy might have already happened and you're going to be beyond it. And for some of you, this might be present or upcoming. Keep that in mind. So what I'm seeing, Capricorn, for you is that on your mind is going to be focus on relationships that didn't work out and why they didn't work out, and kind of looking at those things in a more negative way, as in, oh, I had such a bad luck so far. Why is that? And so what shows here is things coming to an end, feeling like you can't trust somebody, so things kind of, resolved. You're no longer speaking to someone, and you end up. So for some of you, might have been cheated on in the past, and this shows resistance in you with this, as in whenever you meet new people and you connect to new people, you might have a fear of things going in that direction, even if it hasn't happened with that particular person, or they didn't give you any indication that they're doing something wrong. And so this is going to be your big blockage here. It even says fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. And you also have vulnerable. So there might be fear of being vulnerable with somebody because in the past you gave it all. You gave all of your depth, all of your heart, placed a lot of importance, and value on somebody, and they betrayed you. And this can really make you very walled up in the future. For a lot of you, you're going to be afraid to take a chance again, to open up and to pursue somebody new. That doesn't mean you won't. It's just after this ending, it's the place that you're going to be in. So let us look a little bit further. And so I do see that you're going to be kind of in a lull, in a stagnancy place of just going through daily motions and not feeling like a lot is going on. There's a little bit of feeling down, bored. Why is my life, lacking this excitement? And for those of you who are going through this ending right now, this would be next. The energy I'm explaining will be happening next after that. Or if you're about to go through this ending, then that happens after, right? So that's how the timing would work. Another scenario there is that, I'm sorry, I moved the camera a little bit. Let me fix it. All right. I'm still getting used to this. Forgive me. But for a lot of you, you're going to look at things as in, people leave me. People never chase after me the way I chase after them. Or when they want to chase after me, it's after they left me and then they want me back. And for some of you, of course. But there's like a fiery energy here that there's a warning about. So try to stay cautious with Aries, Sagittarius, Leos. I mean, obviously not all of them. There's also Cancer and Taurus that comes up. but there's kind of like feeling left out and feeling that this is always going to be the case for you. No matter who you meet, and kind of like you're slowly losing hope. You're losing your faith in true and real and genuine love. That doesn't mean that you're going to completely throw that out of the window of possibilities, but you're going to see things in a very logical way. Well, my history shows that I don't have a good luck and people kind of leave, and it's probably going to keep happening. Now remember that what you project, you attract. And so you might need to build up your confidence. You might need to build up your own value in yourself. And don't see those people as they have left you out. See it as the universe protected you and helped you not to spend your whole life with someone like this. Because sometimes you can be in a relationship or you can be in a marriage and you can still feel alone. You can still feel like that person's not giving you their attention and their love. So having somebody is not always a resolution to feeling lonely. In your environment there, I'm seeing that there's also going to be some fears, worries about family members. This is like an extra message, by the way, so it's not love related, but there's going to be some fears and worries regarding that. It does look like you're gonna connect with somebody, and this is someone that had a very secure connection with someone before that has ended. But I am seeing kind of like marriage, someone else involved, marriage or relationship that's like a marriage, like living together or having a child. There's something tying two people together, but the devil represents that there's a lack of healthy boundaries and mutual respect and mutual emotional investment. So try to do your best to not get too caught up in situations of that nature, because it's gonna make you lose your strength. It's gonna make you lose your sense of self-worth. And when you're in such a vulnerable place, it's easier to hang on to people. Okay? Now, the next thing that comes up in here is that you're gonna still try, after this ending happens, you're still going to try to connect or talk to new people. I don't really see a lot of effort given, however. There's like fear of getting hurt. Even if you get the initial excitement, like, oh, you know, this person is kind of nice for now. You're going to kind of feel like you're just not where you need to be to really open up all the way. And also there is some resurfacing of the past connections, but not necessarily that someone reaches out to you, because it could be that for some of you, but for others it might be the memories haunting you, or everything that hasn't worked out, that being heavily on your mind, and you wondering if it was you, but it wasn't. For a lot of you, there is somebody that, as I said before, like that was connected, and either there was a child involvement or living together situation. For those of you that had this scenario, that person is going to be preoccupied with someone else. They might still try to like connect with you or talk to you again, but they want to like have their cake and eat it too. They want to have both of the best words, and so you don't want to get yourself caught up in the chaos of that. In your outcome, there's also going to be a conclusion to a family turmoil and things being resolved, so that's pretty nice. And I know I've mentioned the family situation there, but also you're going to connect with someone new. You're not gonna spend years and years and years on your own. There is someone new you're gonna connect with. Now this person comes in, and they come in very strong, very heavy. And again, the energies we had here was, I believe, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Cancer. Oh, there's an Aquarius too. Just, again, not necessarily that sign, but those are the ones that came out the strongest. And so this person that comes in, they're going to be really wanting to take things further with you. That is pretty nice, right? When that happens, because you feel at least you have some footing in that relationship, or it's going to go towards being committed to each other. I don't feel like that person has a lot to give financially. That doesn't mean they're broke, okay? Don't get mad at me. They're just not wealthy. This is someone that works a normal job and earns money, but they're not at like the higher tax bracket. And most Capricorns I personally know, they're not materialistic. Most Capricorns actually care more about animals than money, or helping others and giving them advice and being their friend's therapist. But this person here that's gonna come in, you're going to be learning a lot from them and you're going to be growing a lot from them, but it's somebody that you're going to recognize yourself. Okay, this is not someone that's good for me because they can't offer me what I need. And I don't talk about the money here. I'm talking about they're lacking in some regard, and you start to feel it. And so you decide to walk away and go quiet on this person. And this time you're the one that's going to be walking away. And that's where the growth comes, is what you get to see the other side of the coin. That sometimes when people walk away, it doesn't mean that you weren't good enough. You just weren't a good match. Or they needed something that you weren't capable of providing at that time, or vice versa. And after that situation, a lot of you, after the next person comes in, and it is going to be like a brief connection. But again, it doesn't come with such a heavy heartache and heartbreak as the one before that would end. So this is not a big deal. This is more like you're learning, you're growing, you're trusting your instincts, saying, okay, I wasn't given enough, at least I knew that this time and I recognized it and I moved on. And a lot of strength is gained from that. A lot of resilience is gained from that. So you are going to be growing and expanding, dear Capricorn. And I'm going to pull the advice card for you just to see if there's any advice. Also, some of you are going to be moving. This wasn't like an immediate energy, it was a little bit further. But there was some moving and relocating there. Okay, so let's look at your advice and ask the Spirit, what is the advice for Capricorn for March of 2025? Advice for Capricorn. Oh, so many came up. All right, remember when I said you're in that stagnant, like low energy and not much is going on? And I just want to show you that that's the case here, because you see she's stuck in this bubble and she can't get out. I mean, she could, right? She could puncture the bubble, but she's going through a transition. She's in a cocoon. So you're going to be in this cocoon of transition. So it's not going to be easy to let new people in. This card also has a similar energy. This person here is caught up by these doves and they feel like destiny is just pulling them in different directions, but they're not really going anywhere. They have an ideas and plans, things they want to do, but they just don't have the energy to really get it done. So they are kind of like in the same place. And this is just the energy for March, but you're going to kind of feel like it's stagnant. It's nothing's moving. It's boring. It's slow. You had someone coming in. Don't worry. You had the ending, then someone new coming in. So things will be happening, but then you just need to give it a little bit more time, because this is about the passage of time. And if you observe time, like if you observe the clock, it feels like it's moving slower. So try to get busy in all the areas of your life so it doesn't feel that way. But hopefully this shed light on your situation, Capricorn. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a really nice week.